Good afternoon. I'd like to review our trade recommendations this morning, April the 30th, for the Treasury bond. We wanted to buy the 24 to 28 area this morning, and we had two sell zones, basically 124 even or 124.08. So this was our buy zone, and this was our sell zone. And you can see the news this morning took us straight up to 124.08, where the market stopped. And we did trade back to as low as 2.5. So the buy set up really early. The rally was off the news. The sell, there were opportunities to get short 2 or 3 times for smaller trades. How did the trades work? Well, one of the ways to enter the market, and you've got pretty good liquidity in treasuries, is buy stops or sell stops in the direction you think the news is going to take the market. And because the market was lower than yesterday, into the news, the most opportunity was to the upside on a buy stop. That's a tough trade for most people to take. So if you didn't want to take it, the first trade we recommended, we had a sell at in the 8 to 12 area right up here. And you can see here's our retest failure. So you could have been short as high as 7.5. Or if you waited to break this bar's low, which is another way we enter it, you would have been short at 5.5. And the market did trade down to 3. We expect to make 2 to 3 30 seconds on a trade, and in this particular case you would have made 2. Market came back up, retested that high at 8. You could have been short as high as 7.5 once again, to as low as 7, 6.5. And the market did trade down to traded down to 5.5, so this trade would have been a scratch. On the buy side, we moved our buy up after the news to the 124 even, 124.04 area. So you could have had a nice trade. You would have entered at 4 to 5.5 right here on a buy stop. The trade you'd have been in at 4 to 5.5, and the market did trade back up to a high of 8.5. So you had your shot at 2 to 4 30 seconds on this trade. So a scratch, maybe make 1 30-second on the worst trade. You made 2 to as many as 4 30 seconds on the other trades. So on a the worst return, you'd have made 4 30 seconds to as many as 3 to 5.5, 8.5, 9.5. So that's $125 to right under $300. Just a little bit less than $300. $287.50. Nice day of trading in the note. We make these trade recommendations at 6:45 Central every day. They're well before the fact. Go to our website to check out. Look for the daily analysis, and you'll see those trades were made early on. Looking forward to seeing some of you in the room.